So are you trying to make like thousands of dollars off Bitcoin, but you don't really know what Bitcoin does or how to really buy it? This is going to be the video for you, because I'm going to show you a way to make a lot of money off Bitcoin without ever owning Bitcoin, without ever making a account that has to buy crypto. And it's going to be super easy to do. And it's going to go along with everything that, if you've been following me, that I've been teaching you. So for those of you that don't know me, hey guys, I'm BrianMakesBenjamins, and I'm here to show you guys like the easiest ways to make money. And no, they're not get rich quick schemes, because I'm not that type of guy. I don't do that. I'm just showing you what I'm personally doing to build my portfolio up to $1 million. The short-term goal is to get the public portfolio that I show, that's currently sitting around 79,000, up to 100,000, hopefully by my birthday in July, and hopefully get it to 150 by this time next year. And the goal is to obviously grow as big as possible. I'm just doing the leaps, which are calls, long calls out like a year, and the wheel strategy to collect as much premium as possible. So what I want to go into is how you can make money off of Bitcoin without actually having Bitcoin. And let's jump into it right here. So I'm going to be personally using Ibit. That is the iShares Bitcoin Trust ETF. And the reason why I can do that is because it is traded on the open markets, and it's like, this is the way you could get some exposure to Bitcoin without actually having Bitcoin. I personally have multiple coins, and I'm very bullish on crypto, but obviously I don't want to sell anything yet because it hasn't hit the numbers that I think it could get to, and the capital gains would be insane. But I wanted to get to certain numbers so I could actually like change my whole life projection, because I do believe Bitcoin is going to go up towards like the $250,000 prices. Hopefully the $1 million prices within the next few years. And then that could, change my life, and I could quit my job, and then I could just be family man Brian instead of Brian Makes Benjamins. But yeah, so Bitcoin, the Bitcoin Trust iShares Ibit. So if you want to look at Bitcoin itself right now, trading at 96.8, so we're a ways down from its all-time high of like what it was, like 100 and something a few weeks ago, like way over 100, 104 or something like that. But we're like 10k away from it. Like 108 was the high, so we're like 12k away. But this is fine because the inauguration is coming. A lot of big news has shown that like El Salvador is doing amazing things with Bitcoin, and a lot of people want to get more exposure. A lot of retail investors want to get more exposure, but they don't want to actually buy Bitcoin itself. Like, I know there's a lot of like brokerages like Robinhood and other ones that you could actually buy Bitcoin on the platform, but you don't actually own it. So it's risky in that sense. Like, if you don't have the keys, I won't say you actually own it. I personally hold all my Bitcoin in my cold storage wallet, a SafePal wallet. So but let's go to Ibit. Oops, why did that happen? Ibit. So what I always look at, like I always show everyone, is the Bollinger Bands, those standard deviations. These are 2 standard deviations away. So this is like the potential that if something crazy happened, like you could see a high and a low, and the EMA is like the middle line that they should follow. You kind of look at this as like a projected resistance and support. And obviously you could kind of look at any breakouts, but I don't really do a lot of technical analysis indicators anymore because I don't day trade anymore. My trading are either weekly, bi-weekly, or monthly, and that's how I like it. I'm a family man. I like to keep it as passive as possible. So how would I make hundreds of bucks to thousands of bucks off of this? Super simple, guys. Let's go into Robinhood real quick, and we're going to be selling puts and covered calls, guys. So if you had around, let's say like $11,000, and if you're bullish on Bitcoin, you could sell put, and you're going to put your cash up for collateral. The delta of this is 44%. I'd probably go for a 40, to be honest. I'm like, The whole point of wheel strategy for me right now, like I finally like honed in on it, is to make as much premium as possible. Not really care if I get assigned, not really care if I get my calls taken, my shares taken away from me. The goal is on the put side, make as much premiums, and on the call side, make as much as appreciation, where the premium that I'm also getting is pretty nice. So selling puts, I would probably do this anywhere from 2 weeks to a month out from now. And because I'm bullish on Bitcoin, I'd actually probably put it at the 40 delta. Delta means the probability chance of the stock price going to the strike price. So $55 is the current, 55.17 is the current stock price. It has a 39% chance by January 31st, 29 days from now, that this will go to $54. That's the simplest way you could put it. Or you could look at it as delta if you end up, well, it's more so for buying shares, but delta is like if you have a 39, you're controlling, you're technically controlling 39 shares. That's how it would move. That's how the market would move. That's how your profit would move and all that. But you don't necessarily need to know that fully for selling options. You just need to know the bid and the ask. The spread is only like what, $7, so that's pretty good. For the premium that you're gonna get, you see this bid, 275, 275. That's how much premium you're gonna end up collecting if you end up doing this play. So 40 delta, 39 delta. I would sell this option at $54. So you would see it right here. Total credit, you get 275. Let's just continue. And since I'm saying if you have like 10K as like money that you want to use towards your crypto allocation, you would get $549.94. So pretty much $550 for putting up around a little bit under $11,000 for collateral for a month. And let's just do a little calculator here. So let's just put 550 to make it easy, divided by 54. So that's 10,800, right? Let's see. 54 times 100 times 2. 10,800. Okay, so I'd be making 550 divided by 10,800. And you're going to get a 5% gain, 5% on your money. 5% on your money just for putting up the collateral, the cash secured put, for a month, 29 days. You're going to get 5% on your money for getting some exposure on Bitcoin. And so, of course, if Bitcoin goes up, the price of the stock will go up. Most likely, it will, and you have a 39% chance that the strike price gets hit by that date. But obviously, if Bitcoin goes up, that delta goes down, because that's how it is. Like if Bitcoin goes up, the shares of Ibit should go up as well. And then let's just say if it did, hit right below $54 and you had to buy at $54 for this play, right? So say you had to buy those two contracts. So you had to buy $10,800 worth of Ibit. Now you have 200 shares, and now you'd be on the call side. And just for hypotheticals, just to keep it as close as this as possible, like even though we said 54 is what we bought at, just so I could show you the exact numbers if we had to do this. Let's just say you bought it at 55.16, then you could sell a covered call anywhere above your cost basis. That's how you make sure you do not lose money. So you can do 55.5, you can do 56, anything you want as long as it's above 55.14. Anytime it's above that, then you cannot lose in this. That's what I love about the wheel strategy. So let's just say you won for this, and let's just go for another 40 delta. All these are, there we go. That's good. We would choose 58.5, which is $3 above. You'd get paid $242 for this. So you do that times 2. So 242 times 2. To continue, 242 times, times 2, you get $483.94 for putting up now your shares for collateral, which is solid. And if it never goes above 58.5, if it doesn't go to 58.51 on January 31st or whatever you put it to, then you're going to keep your 200 shares. And you can do this again. But if it does go past it on January 31st at 4 p.m. and your shares get taken away from you, now you're also going to get $3.20 per share. So let's put the calculator out here. $3.20 times 200, because there's 2 contracts. And so you're going to get that 242 times 2. So you're going to plus 640. So plus 242 times 2. So you're going to end up making, let's see, 242 times 2 plus 640. You'll end up actually making $1,100 off of this contract, because you'll end up selling for appreciation and you're always going to collect the premium. That is the beauty of the wheel strategy. And if you wanted that exposure to Bitcoin, this might be a play that you might look at, because it's an ETF, it's Ibit, it's iShares, it's a big company. It's a big fund. So this is one of the ways that I personally would get some exposure to crypto without having to sell any of my Bitcoin. Because why would I sell my Bitcoin knowing that it's going to go up eventually? It's going to go up exponentially. But I do want to capitalize and make a lot of money and be able to use that money and not have it tied up. And the way I personally will be able to do that is through the stock market and through Ibit. So this is what I'm personally going to do. This is one of the things that I would recommend. Of course, none of this is financial advice, but this is exactly one of the ways to get that exposure and to make as much money as possible. And just to show another calculator here, because everyone likes hypotheticals, right? Another calculator. So let's just say you sold puts again. And we did that 275. If you're able to collect this for 12 months, because we're doing monthlies, you're making $3,300, and that's off of 1080. So you're making 30% on the year. Like, oh wait, that's actually wrong, because 275 times 2 times 12, so you're making $6,600. Then you could divide that by 10,800. You're actually making 61% on your money over the year. Obviously, this is a hypothetical. You're not always going to get 275. You're not always going to get certain deltas. The premiums will fluctuate. But as long as there is volatility, as long as Bitcoin is doing what Bitcoin does, and iShares doesn't do anything crazy with this fund, you should be able to get a decent amount of premiums as long as Bitcoin is staying as volatile as it is and is pushing those new limits, because that's how it's going to be. So this is one of those ways that you could be making thousands of dollars without actually owning Bitcoin. So let me know what you guys think. Let me know if you guys would do this strategy on Ibit. And if you wanted to learn more about the wheel strategy, I do have a PDF in the links down below. It's like $5, and it'll teach you everything you need to know for selling options in the wheel strategy. So you could use all the knowledge you gain from that and use it with my own videos. You could use it with anyone else that teaches options, like selling options, and it should simplify everything for you. And if you wanted a little bit more hand holding, I do have a course. Down there. If you use the code XMIS, all lowercase, you'll get 15% off. And once you finish the course, just message me showing me that you did buy it and you did complete the course. You'll get a one-on-one with me, and you'll automatically get put into the Discord as well. I'm building that out, so that's gonna be great. And if you don't want to buy the course and all that, and you just want to see what's going on, I'm building out a paid Discord. And the only reason why it's paid, it used to be free, is because a lot of people just tried scamming people using my avatar, my face, almost making their username exactly like mine. But I'm here to give as much value to everyone as possible. I'm a nurse. I want to help people, and one of my passions is making money. So I want to help you guys make more money. So I just appreciate everyone for watching these videos and getting them to wherever they are, whether it reaches one person or thousands of people. I'm going to keep doing these because I thoroughly enjoy helping you guys, helping build the portfolios, and why not? I'm doing it myself, so might as well show you guys how to do it too. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys very soon.